It's amazing how time flies when you're having fun. My son tells me that in school, the clock takes forever to go past, but at home, it's like the blink of an eye. And that's how it is now. We've waited so long, and we already had a quick off season, and now the season is literally flying past. We have began week 2 today, which is Wednesday, September 11th. I just got one thing to say. Never forget. So what we're going to do now is we got the Detroit Lions made some roster moves, and they also came out with the first practice report for today, and we're going to see who's on that. Now, first things first, from the Detroit Lions Twitter, it says Lions announced following transactions. They signed defensive lineman Kyle Peko to the active roster, and they signed kicker Greg Joseph and defensive lineman Chris Smith to the practice squad. If you remember about Chris Smith, he was actually signed to the 53-man roster, which made it 53. Then he was waived on Monday. We didn't hear anything yesterday, so I assumed he cleared waivers. He was then brought on back to the practice squad, which had an additional spot, I would assume. And Kyle Peko jumps up, feels okay. So we literally played musical players. Chris Smith took up spot 53, put on, then waived. Kyle Peko is now elevated from the practice squad to the active roster. He makes 53 on the active roster, which creates a spot for the practice squad, which now Chris Smith takes. Greg took spot 16 yesterday. So musical players indeed. That is great for Kyle Peko. And again, we know that there's the guy that we're expecting to play. Now, as far as Greg Joseph, we talked about him yesterday, that he is backup kicker material. That's what he is. He's not a bad kicker, but this is Jake Bates' job. It's not a competition. It's not anything like that. I'm not even going to say that Jake Bates will start messing up and blah. This is insurance. Every team should have a backup kicker on. There's 2 players you should have, a backup kicker and a backup quarterback, in my opinion, on your practice squad. And now we finally have that. And if anything happens to Jake Bates, I actually do trust that Greg Joseph can get some stuff done. Now, there's another thing, too, that I wanted to talk about, and I think that this is interesting. We've been waiting all kind of week to see who is going to be on as far as that first kind of practice report, injury report coming out for the Detroit Lions. And we got some names that I really didn't expect on here, okay? Marcus Davenport with a groin injury. He had no practice today. Kirby Joseph, a hammy, no practice. Ife Melifonwu, ankle, no practice. I expect this guy to be out, but they don't want to put him on IR. Penei Sewell, ankle, no practice. So they're trying to make sure these guys are good to go. Don't forget, the injury report comes out on Friday at 4 o'clock. Jamison Williams, ankle, limited practice. Did not know that anything was wrong with J-Mo. So hopefully he's doing all right. I completely expect him to play. Carlton Davis, the third, chest injury, full practice. DJ Reader, quad, full practice. These 3 guys will play. Remember, Lauren Strickland was actually inactive last week. These 3 players are, in my opinion, a full go on Friday or Sunday. We will hear more about that on Friday. I don't think there's anything to really worry about. I think, honestly, the only person that we probably will not see is Fatu Melifonwu. I think that his injury is going to linger. Is actually an Achilles injury, and I think that is what that is. So it classifies as an ankle injury, I guess. So that is what the practice report is looking like. Wednesday, we have 48 hours till we get the official one. And like I said, the only one that I really believe is going to be out again is going to be Fatu Melifonwu. But DJ Reader, that means that he is back. He is 100% back. I saw from Eric Woodyard that he is ready to play. He has not played since week 15 of the 2023 season. So he's probably going to be on the snap count, I would assume. Even though the Lions wanted to take their time, I think that he's going to be on the snap count. I want to say the Lions had, what do we have? Usually you average about 60 to 65 snaps, assuming you don't go in overtime on offense. I would expect DJ Reader to get at least a third of those, somewhere between 15 and 20. I mean, who knows? He could be feeling great and get 30 to 40. I don't know. It all depends on where the Lions think that he is. So I don't know, but this is good news. This is good news. I mean, we got hit with the injury bug pretty heavy in training camp and preseason. And again, nothing too much to worry about when it comes to these guys. So I am excited about this. I cannot believe that it's Wednesday. We got Thursday night football tomorrow. Going to be a good game. Bills and Dolphins coming off Tyreek Hill and that whole situation. Football, I mean, is a full swing. It's literally like you blink your eye, man, and it's Sunday, which, I don't know if it's just because I'm getting older and time is moving faster. I don't know. I'll be 45 this year, and maybe that's it. Or this is what winning feels like, where you winning. We went the furthest we've ever gone. This is the furthest we've ever gone since I've been watching football. The last time that we went this, which was the 1991 season, January of 92, I wasn't really into football. Like, I knew who Barry Sanders was, right? But I wasn't like, that came probably a couple years after that, because Barry Sanders is the reason that I started watching football, no doubt. So this is great news, and I'm excited to see DJ Reader. I think the Lions could use him, because I think DJ Reader can help turn those 27 pressures to maybe 2 or 3 more sacks. Lions could have 5 or 6 sacks. Plus, you'll be playing a guy that doesn't quite get rid of the ball as fast as Matthew Stafford. So, but here's the thing: did the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, did they take something away from that quick release? You know what I mean? So we'll see. But I'm excited. Before you know it, it will be Sunday. Again, don't forget about the Green Gridiron promo codes. Many helmets are still currently out, but the promo code is still active. The more you spend, the more you save. And also you can stack that with my promo code as well to double up your percentage off that. The promo code for me will be around in as long as I'm around with them, but the initial spend more, save more, that's only going to run for a little while longer. I'm not going to tell you exactly when, but you are going to have to do something relatively quick. It won't be around forever. I'll just put it like that. This channel is brought to you by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. It's almost Sunday. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions.